Okay, let's do the basics. A, E, I, O, and U. Chaldean, Pythagorean. 9 and 1, the separation of the pool balls when the I comes to live. The I lives on the second side of E. Before it, it is A, B, C, D equals to 10. Then A and I also equals to 10. A, B, C, D equals to 10. If you add them, 1, 2, 3, 4, add equals to 10. And 1 and 9 equals to 10. That's how you get your average 24 of the day. 64, 74, 84, 90 is your birth. 26 and 64. We have A, E, and I. Okay, now what we're going to do is we're going to look at O is the value of 7. Pythagorean's the value of 6. 6 plus 1 is how we get the 7. They're telling you the values of their own. This creates creation. We have 6 in Chaldean. We have half of that in Pythagorean. We have 3 times 7 to equal to 21 in numbers. Here's your 7 out of O. It's a mixed up understanding. But A and E, which equals to 1 and 5 equals to a total of 6, or 15. 1 and 5 equals to 15, and 15 equals to 21. So these two will create the cube, 7 times 3. 21 in this group, and 21 in numbers for you. 147, 444, 741 will create 42 and 54. Communication through the son of A and H, of the heaven's angels, creates 54, and the other way it creates 36, 42, 18, 30, 42, 52, 54, and 6, 60. Plus 60 equals to 120. 120, 120 is 240, and that's the Mayan number for their day. Now we're going to go on to the next page. And this is what happens. 19 times 4 is 76. This is the lowest. This is the lowest of both groups. This is where everything creates. This is the angel's number. This is 8 and 1, and this is 1. It becomes 76, becomes 13. 1 and 3 equals 4. 4, 8, 12. 1 and 2 is 3. Then 3 and 4 is 7. 7 and 4 is 11. 1 and 1 is 2. 2 and 4 is 6. 6 and 4 is 10. This one gets circled because 0 equals 6. This one will create 7, but we're going to continue. Plus 4 equals 5. Plus 4 equals 9. Plus 4 equals to 13. And it took how many times before we got back to this number? It became 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. It took 10 times before we created this number. Now we have 40, but we can't stop on 40 because it's a 0 becomes 46, will become 1 again. So we're going to leave it at 4. The first time it has its own number is when it's 8, 3, 7, 2, 6, 1, 5, 9, 13. What is this? 40, 44, 48, 52, 56, 60, 64, 66, 70, 74. Did I get that right? Did I get that right? I'm still looking at it. 40, 40. Okay, 40. And then after 40, it becomes 44. 40 becomes 4, right? 40. But then the next number is 44. 44 makes 8. Then 48. 4 and 8 is 12. 1 and 2 is 3. 52, 56, 60, 64, 68, 72, 76. 76 equals 13 equals 4. So it took all these numbers to recreate this numbers. We have 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. It took 19 numbers before we can recreate this one. This we cannot create, this plateau, and this plateau over here. This side over here, the in between the zeros is 59. 2, 4, 6, 8 becomes 1, 3, 5, 7, 9. We hit it at 20. Then it becomes 4, 6, 8, 10. We hit it at 28, but 28 becomes 10. Then 28, 2 and 8 equals to 1, 3, 5, 7, 9. And then it becomes 2 again. 38. When we reach this number, it becomes 38. 19 areas before we can recreate this number over here. Otherwise, we recreate it on the plateau with 0. The same thing with 5, but with 5, it's a little different. When we get 19 5s, we get 95. But 5 is 5, 10, and then boom, boom, boom. Why do we get this? 5, 10 has a 0. 15, no 0. 20 with a 0. 25, no 0. 30 with a 0. 35, no 0. 3 and 5 is 8. 40, 45, 50. 55, 60, 65, 70. 75, 7 and 5 is 12. 1 and 2 is 3. 80. So they're all plateaus with 5. 19 times 5 equals 95. 5 and 9 is 14, and 1 is 15. 6 is a little different, because 6 becomes 12, 1 and 2 is 3. Then after 3 becomes 9. 9 and 6 is 15, creates 6 again. It creates its first 15 under the number 24. It creates it after 4 areas. 4 by 6 is 24. 4 by 6 is 24. Here it took 19 tries. 2 equals 4, 4 equals 6, 5 equals 6, 9 equals 6. The numerological count here is 42, for here is 42, and here is 60. Then we're going to go on one more time. There's one more equation we're going to work at. One thing I want to show you what the T letter is. It also creates the uprights or the lamed. 2 times lamed on both sides of the field. We need 2 times lamed on both sides of the field, so we need 4 times lamed, the letter. Okay? The T is 20, and it creates these 2 lamed or the goalposts. 3 points and 1 point. The 6 points is for the touchdown. That's for walking man. This over here, I'm going to bring it to you. What this is it's 5 and 1, 5 and 1, 5 and 1, 5 and 1. 51 is all Mars. Here's Mars' 2 moons. Here's Mars' 2 moons. Here's Mars' 2 moons. Here's Mars' 2 moons. And here's creation of Earth, creating the 1 moon. The 1 moon that comes in here, 3, 6, 9, 12. 1 and 2 is 3. Becomes 12, becomes 9. 12 minus 3 is 9. It plays right over here. 1, 2 in the center, 3. These 3 will connect together. B, X, and B will link together. B, X, and B will link together right over here. B and B links together. B and B links together. B, B, and B is 6. C, C, and C is 9. 9, 6. 6, 9, 6. And in the center, it'd be 5, 5, and 5. 5, 10, 15. 1 and 5 is 6. 6, 6, 6. There's many ways to look at this. At the same time, 2, 3, 4 in between 5 and 1. 2, 3, 4 in between 5 and 1. 9, 9, 9, 9 equals to 36. 9, 9, 9 equals to a total of 36. I'm going to turn it back one page. Equals to a total of, let me see, 4 by 9 equals to 36. 9 times 9 is 81. 9 times 9 is 81. That's your Venus. There was one other thing. I'm a little, when I fall behind, I go all over the place. Here's the same thing, A and A, B and B. That's all there is. Actually, I should be putting C and C. That's all it should actually be. A and A, C and C, everything else is E. Once you connect this, everything else connects. Everything else connects once you connect this. 3 times 5 is 15 times 3 is 45, plus 3 plus 5 is 8, and 3 is 11, equals to 56. 1 times 5 is 5, times 1 is 5, plus 7 equals to 12. Plus 12 equals to 68. And that's your cross-border communication. 5 times 5 times 5 is 125. 5 times 5 times 5 is 125. 5, 5, 5 is 15. 5, 5 equals to 140. And 140 equals to 280 or 286 is your gateway, creating 7286. Here's the Star of David, and here's the way the flux works. This is the way your flux works. This is the way it has to work if you follow these dots. At the same time, it creates your club. At the same time, it creates your club. Now remember, I'm doing this for my own memory, right? For my own memory. The same thing we're going to do here is 1, 6, 9. ACE, ACE, ACE. 9, 9, 9. The total of this is 27. See the way the cap here? Look at the diamond cap, the diamond cap, the diamond cap, the diamond cap. 2436. There's 24 dots on side the star. There are a total of 36 altogether. 1.5 times. The letter 0 of life is 15. 1 and 5 equals to your 6. 4 times 1.5 is 6. 6 times 1.5 is 9. 2 times 1.5 is 3. So what can you do it? 2 equals to 3. 4 equals to 6. 6 equals to 9. And no other number works. 2, 4, 6 equals 3, 6, 9 when you multiply it by 1.5. That's the number to the circle. Now I know there's a lot of numbers. There's a lot of numbers. There's a lot of numbers. If you're counting from A all the way to I, you would be going 1, 5, 9. You'd be counting by 4s. If you start at C, 3, you'd be counting 3, 5, 7. Here you count by 2. When you start at 3, you count by 2. When you start at 1, you count by 4. 2 and 4. That's creating your X. It's the same thing on the calculator. 1, 5, 9. Everything in between here is a fall. If I count this way, it's 3, 4, 5, 6. Fall in the hole, fall in the hole, fall in the hole, fall in the hole. It's the same design as this. Here, fall in the hole, here, fall in the hole, here, fall in the hole, say here, fall in the hole. 24 and 9. What is that 24 and 9? 4 times 3 times 2 equals to your 24. Plus equals to your 9, 33, 33, 33. 96, 36. Difference is 60 time. 48, 18. Difference is 30 creation. 9, 24. Difference is 15. 1/4 of time inside of Mars. Aqueduct. I think we did this figure already. This is the design that pulls it together. Remember, they're 4 separate entities. They come together and they connect. There's different ways for them to connect. This square over here, okay, in fact, we're not going to look at it that way. We're going to look at it a little different. Imagine this, right? The same way we run the transmission of trucks with the universal joint. We connect these 3 onto his corner, these 3 onto this corner, these 3 onto this corner, these 3 onto this corner to recreate Earth. That's the way your Earth movement is. And that's your 2, 3, 4, and 5, 1. That's your vibration design. It's the only way it can be. Here's your army stripes. 2 pillars, 1 on each side, right? We all understand the way the A works, right? We understand the way the A works, right? The A and W, this one over here, this is a link. This becomes F. This becomes 7. This becomes A. 7AF. 1, 6, 7. All we're doing now is running 3 lines through A, and then boom. That's all you have. Don't forget the bottom line is the floor. Is there anything else in here? There is. Oh, yes. This we're going to leave for the next video. Raphael, sorry it's so mixed up. Thank you for watching, but this is for my memory, and my memory alone. I'm sharing so I can show the world what I think might make the difference in understanding what is inside of creation. Raphael 7286 in a constellation of Pegasus. Thank you for watching.